Hi, I will show you my Thaumaturge build. First, the perks. I just started Endgame, so I'm glory level 2 right now. Just went level 30 and did a few scenarios, so yeah, right in the beginning of the Endgame so far. I have the Recharger perk with a chance to regain all my mana when my mana is below 10%. And then I have Inventive to reduce the cooldown. I have Master so that I have a few more skill points. I have Wrath for Lady Katarina with more damage and more hit points. I have Veteran Hunter for ability skill points and especially so that the levels that I need less levels for items. I especially use that during the campaign. And then I have Enchanted Body for more health regeneration and mana regeneration, and Ghost Whisperer for reduced respawn times for Lady Katarina especially, because this build does use Lady Katarina as kind of a tank, or if there are too much enemies on the map, so that I can keep a bit distance to them, as this build is really not very good in taking much damage, but it would do a great damage. And then I have second chance. If I die, I can respawn for free. This one can perk every 3 minutes. And yeah, I have still 2 left because I don't know what I will use. But so far it's fine so far. And yeah, okay, let's go to the skills. I have, as you can see, I have all skills increased by 1. This is because of an item I'm wearing. So I have, of course, here as 1 skill point in Energy Bolt, as you can't get rid of that. And then I have max mana to have more mana. And also I have the passives that I have increased mana regeneration, and also the spell cooldown is faster when my mana is full, and this is very helpful. Then I have Ice Shards. This is also the attack I use on my left mouse button. I use it together with Arctic Shards, so to freeze my enemies. And then I have Shard Spray, the passive, so that I have more shards spawned, and I have Ice Javelins with increased range of these ice shards. The Rage here I just took because I had 1 skill point left and didn't know what to do with it, so I also took Rage. Fireball I also just took because I wanted to have Blizzard, and Blizzard is my right mouse button skill, which I use mostly, and I have no rage perks here. I just have the passive to reduce the cooldown, and yeah, it deals very huge damage, so at least for me it's more than enough. And then I have also elemental damage, put some skills into that to increase the damage of all elementals. And also I have it because of elemental expertise. All skills which deal elemental damage, which are my primary skills, Ice Shards and Blizzard, will cost 10% less mana. And this is really helpful. As passives, because of the Thaumaturge spells, I have mana, which gives me plus 30 mana. Cooldown, which is super helpful with also decreases the cooldown times and spell power, 20 more spell power, so I deal a little bit more damage. That's always good. Then I have some tricks here. I have Ghostly Mirage to summon 2 extra ghosts, 2 ghost copies of Lady Katarina. And also the cooldown with about 25 seconds is smaller than the duration of 42 seconds, so I can always keep them active as long as they don't die. Then I have Persistent Mirage, which increases the duration. And then I have Sluggish Time, very very helpful. You can slow down the time about the half for meanwhile 7.3 seconds, and I also do 5% more damage, and the cooldown is reduced by 10 seconds, so I can use it currently every 29 seconds, which is very cool. Then I have Arcane Healing, which currently heals for 1473 hit points. So I only put in a single point in this, and this is enough for me because I only have 740 health points, and Lady Katarina has 2000, but she's not dying a lot. She's very very good in taking damage, so this is more than enough. And I also have Ghastly Shape, which I use to travel around fast. Wow, okay, that was super wide, super far. But it's helpful if you have a lot of enemies around you and you need to flee. Then I have also 2 auras. The one is Telekinetic Aura, which gives me a damage reduction of ranged attacks, as I can't escape them that easily as I can with melee attacks. I have also 5% defense bonus, and also that if I get hit with a ranged attack, I get 1 more rage point. And then I have Frost Adept, because my primary attacks skills are Ice Shards and Blizzard, and they're both ice skills. So I have plus 23% ice damage, and I also have Frost Expertise, which also reduces the mana cost about 10%. So this one and then also Elemental Expertise reduce them by 20%. So my Blizzard currently costs 260 mana, and my Ice Shard 80 mana. And I have 1000 mana currently. Okay, the attributes. I have Body, 117. I put in 50 attribute points myself, and 67 come from items. Then I have Dexterity 71. I have put in nothing. I have just a 10 by default and 61 by items. Then Willpower 174. I have put in 92 and 82 by items, and then I have Luck 131. I have 71 put in there and 60 through items. I took Body because that I have a little bit more health, and a little bit can stay a little bit longer alive. And Willpower I have especially to gain more mana and to make to deal a higher damage, because it increases the spell power, and the spell power increases the damage of my spells. And then I have Luck, basically for 2 things. I have it for dodging, so I can dodge some attacks, and I also have it for increased magical item chance, because so that I get better items in the end game now. Overall I have a magical item chance of 165%, and it's really good for me at last. Okay, Katarina. I gave her skill points in body and willpower. I never spent anything in dexterity or luck. Yeah, I spent always, if she got a level up, I gave her 2 points to willpower and 1 to body. Because I didn't give her more in body because I don't need her to deal high damage. I just need her to stay alive, and with the points I gave her, she stays alive long enough. So I took the others always in willpower first. It increases her resistance, and also it increases her chance for all percentage at based attacks, or chance based at based attacks, especially in my case Stroke of Terror, which gives her a 20% chance to paralyze an enemy, and yeah, this is very helpful. And so with the 5% bonus, she has a 25% to paralyze someone, and so it could be every 4th attack, and yeah, that's very good. And then I have Withering Kiss, so she could heal me a little bit, and Touch of Oblivion, so that I get also a little bit of mana. Then I have Incorporeal Defense, which I just took to get her Spirit Guardian. So 35% of all the damage I receive is transferred to Lady Katarina, and I gave her 1 point also in Otherworldly Senses, so that we have a 5% higher magic item find chance. Same here, I had a spell point that I didn't need anymore, and so I took it there, and yeah, for now it's fine. In Blue Blood I have 2 skill points in Wrath Frenzy, so that she has a little bit faster attack speed, 1 point in Power of Vengeance to deal a little bit more higher damage, 3 in Armor of Defiance to increase her resistances, 1 in Ethereal Evasion, so that she could evade for a 20% chance if she would get a bad hit, and Spectral, especially I took that to get Spectral Resilience, so that I could increase her health points. Okay, so far. Then is there anything else? Okay, my equipment. I have as trophy I have Harpy Feather, which increases my ice damage, gives me mana per enemy killed, increases my spell power, my willpower, and it gives a little bit of poison resistance. Then I have as weapons I have a Lightbinder, which gives 8 to all attributes, 8 to spell power, 15 fire damage bonus, 4% critical hit chance, and 10 luck. And I put in there as essences 40% increased magic item find chance and 20 hit points. Then I have Fulmigati Gloves with 2% hit chance, 20% critical damage, 7 body, 8 dexterity, 7 willpower, 20 mana, and a 9% magic item find chance. And as senses I have 5% damage taken is gained in mana, and damage is reduced by 2. Then I have first ring is Wrathbone Ring, which is the one who increases all the skills I have by 1, and as a sense I have 5% spell cooldown reduction. The other ring is the Glyphstone Ring, which currently increases body, mana, dodge value, and spell power, and I have a 2% reduction the cooldown for spells also. My belt is Lone Wolf Belt. It's more a hunter belt, but I have it because of the 5% reduction to the cooldown of spells, and also I have in the essences also another 4% reduction. Then I have as armor chainmail, something basic, also the crystal pendant and the Devil's Skull mask, nothing special here. My rune cloak is the Grand Librarian cloak. Also nothing special, but I didn't find anything better yet. And the boots are the Twilight boots, which I have because they increase my speed, and yeah, I think that's it. Also 40 health points are very useful, but if I find something better, that will be one of the first things I will kick out. Then I have the sword, the Nephilim sword, which is just good for damage. There's rings for Katarina. I have the jeweled gold ring and engraved gold ring, ancestral plate as armor, which also adds a magic item find chance. Then I have only a Saphir pendant, but it increases 9 body and 31 physical resistance. And the rifle here is nothing special because she will never fight with ranged attacks. But I took this one because I could put in here currently 60 health points, so yeah, this is quite useful. Okay, then about how to fight with this build. I'm freezing enemies with my left mouse attack, with my primary skill, and then I deal damage with Blizzard. And if there are many enemies, or if there is a boss or something, I use Sluggish Time to slow down the time. Ghostly Merge if there are a lot of enemies, and to keep a bit of a distance between us. Then I have Arcane Healing, of course, if me, Lady Katarina, or her duplicates need a little bit of health. And then I have Ghastly Shape just to run away if something went wrong or there are too many enemies at once. Okay, now I will show you how to play with this build in action, and we will get the Orichalco mines as they take not that much time. Or we could also go the Pocket Realm, it's also just an 8-minute thing. Let's go to the Pocket Realm. Okay. See if that works. I will use this time slowdown skill here very often, because then I have more time for that, because we only have 8 minutes, and by using that skill we have more time.
More mana needed.
I know it does not run very fluent here.
More mana needed.
But that's just because of the recording. I don't have a very strong PC.
More mana needed. More mana needed. I don't have enough mana. Not impossible.
Also, I'm playing this game on Linux, so performance is not the best.
Not possible.
As you can see, I'm
More rage. I can't.
always trying to freeze the
I
enemies,
don't have enough mana.
keep Lady Katarina's duplicates active, and then deal damage with by using Blizzard.
I can't do that.
Okay.
Not possible.
currently still have some mana issues with this build, but
I don't have enough mana.
using 1, 2, 3 mana potions
I can't do
per
that.
scenario is fine for me.
Not possible. Not possible.
I'm also not a hardcore player or something like that, so there might be better builds out there, but I wanted to show you
More mana.
my build too, and maybe it helps someone.
More rage. More rage. Not possible. Mana. Don't have enough rage. More rage.
Let's see if we can do this.
Not possible. Don't have enough rage. Not possible. Need mana. Don't have enough rage. I can't do that. Not possible. I can't do that.
The task here is we have to kill all enemies within 8 minutes. So if there is even a single one left, this will fail. Oh, okay, we forgot that one there.
I can't do that.
But I think we might be still in time. I hope so at last.
I can't do that. More mana needed. More mana needed.
I'm also not that one who's good in playing a
I
game
can't
and still talking something interesting.
Not possible.
Also, as you might notice, English is not my main language, so... Ah, no, there's still someone. Still some enemies left.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Ah, we did it. Okay. So. Get that loot later.
I can't do that. More rage. I can't do that. I need healing. I can't do that. Not possible. Not possible.
As you can see, I always have to keep a little bit of distance between them and me.
Not
As I said
possible.
earlier, this build does not have a good defense or resistance or health. Well, we did it. So, okay, yeah, that's it. That's my Ice Mage, and yeah, thanks for watching.